Man, what a difference a day makes. Look at how absolutely beautiful it is down here in Astoria. It is Thursday, August 7th. Time for another Buoy 10 update. And because it was so beautiful, we went offshore. It was definitely a little ebb choppy this morning on the last part of the outgo. But they restricted it to 26 and under, and I am that much bigger than 26. And I was able to slide on outside. It was actually a pretty easy bar crossing, just right there at the tips. It was a little bit sporty. Actually, it wasn't even sporty. It was just lumpy, but plenty of distance between the waves, so no problem whatsoever. But the biggest thing that I have noticed, what's really interesting, is take a look at this. It is now the perfect part of the tide to be right here at the bridge on the Oregon side. And we got what? 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10 boats? Maybe 10 boats. It is first week of August and there's maybe 10 boats here at the bridge on the Oregon side. Now, I'm sure that there might be another 10, 15, 20, but the entire time running in from the ocean, there was probably less than 50 boats. The amount of effort down here right now is very, very, very light, which I'm sure that has to do with the slow reports that are coming from the river. The tides are growing. Maybe everyone's just waiting for later on in the month. But I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Usually you see a bunch of people down here. There's definitely enough fish. There's plenty of fish to be down here. And gosh, there's not a soul. But I'm sure it'll get busier. It always does. Okay, so like I said, we jumped out in the ocean. We went way north all the way up to 24 line. The further north that we went, the calmer it got. It was beautiful out there. Light variable winds. It was maybe 5 knot winds. Just gorgeous. 3 foot swell. Still a little bit wishy-washy. A little bit of that wash machine from that south wind and south swell linking up with the northwest swell. So it was still just a little bit left to right, but it wasn't bad at all. It was really, really nice out there. Tomorrow should be good. Saturday should be good. I think Sunday is supposed to start lumping up again. But all in all, ocean is still fishing good. You got to find them. We stopped a couple times on the way north. Stopped at like the 20 line, again at the 21 and a half, and then ended up all the way up at the 24, 25 line. And honestly, they were fishing the entire way. When I was running back in, actually, right at the north tip, in about 40 feet of water between the north tip and the lighthouse, I saw probably 5 or 6 coho jumping. That's really interesting. And I also know that guys that stayed closer to the mouth of the Columbia found plenty of fish as well. So, probably didn't have to burn 20 gallons of gas today, but whatever, it happened. We still caught our fish, so it was really fun. Had a fishing crew today, a bunch of guys that do a lot of fishing, so it was very fun, very effective, proficient, excellent fishing. And I had my buddy Brandon fishing right next to me, and you know, last night we were talking about coming out here. He was asking me about catching fish on the YBC cut plugs. I'm like, dude, that's been my go-to out here in the ocean. Those cut plugs, man, they're out fishing my spin fish. I mentioned that in my other report. He goes, all right, I'll try them. So he tied up a couple last night. He goes, dude, we're hammering them on spin fish. I cannot get bit on cut plugs. Seriously? He goes, I cannot get a single bite on freaking cut plugs. And guess what? We got all of our fish on today. Cut plugs. I can't explain it. Fish are weird, man. Fish are weird. But let's see. I'm trying to think of any other like little nuggets from today's trip. The watercolor was a little bit funky. It almost seemed like it had a little bit of red tide out there in the ocean too, because a lot of times that current, that river water will curl up to the north on the big ebb, which is what we had all night long and first part of the morning here this morning. So even though we were several miles north, kind of think we had a little bit of that too up there. But as soon as we got out of it, we'd find fish. And anytime I'm looking at my active target, if I could find a bait ball, there's always 4 or 5 coho around it, and they come right into your gear, and you get bit pretty quick. We had a couple triples today, where as soon as we got next to a bait ball, here comes 4, 5, 6, 8 fish, and boom, 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 hook up. So find some bait. There's usually coho around it. We found 2 Chinook, kept one, let the other one go. Nothing too crazy. I think he was maybe like 25, 26 incher, but he was nickel bright and had choked it. So we're like, man, and he was hatchery too. So we just thought, well, let's just go ahead and keep him. Why not? The graded coho is getting really nice, especially up there up north. We're getting a lot of fish in that 8 to 10 pound class. And I don't know. Got a little buddy hanging out. Oh yeah, he wants snacks. Too late. Already dropped carcasses, man. Well, I don't know. Kind of short, sweet, to the point. They bid on every color. Yakima bait, cup lugs, for me, spin fish for Brandon. Just stuffed them with fish nipper tuna. That shrimp scent again, put that on there. I don't know if it really helped or not, but it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Fun day, really fun day. After yesterday, with it being just disgusting weather, getting rained on, south wind, just getting lumpy all day long. You can't beat a weather day like this. It is absolutely stunning out here. Light wind, incoming tide. If we weren't tagged out, be out there right now. It is just too nice to not be out fishing. But one thing that we all try and do here as guides is we try not to put fish on our tag unless we're out there fishing for us personally. And that's because, you know, with all the guides out here in the charter boats, if we were all out here putting fish on our tags, that might end the season a little bit early. So we try not to put fish on our tags for that reason, try and not eat up any quota. Well, I gotta make sure I don't hit camera black here as we're coming in. So I'm gonna go wide around him and wrap this up. And we'll talk about you guys tomorrow. Yeah, he's giving me crap. He said I suck.
You should.
He looked over him and he goes, "Cody, you suck." Yeah, he's right. I know I'm not one of the best fishermen out here. That guy, yeah, he's a stick. That active target is helping me keep up with guys like him and pop off, and those other guys are just super, super fishy. I am middle of the road fishing guide out here. I'll be the first one to admit it. But technology has helped me keep up with the big boys. It is for sure. And one of these days here, when get an opportunity, when there's a bunch of fish in the river, I'll go out there and show you guys what I'm talking about. The guys today in my boat got to see that firsthand, and we were turning into fish. I'd look around the boat, find a group, find a bait ball like I just mentioned, turn into them, and boom, get bit. So use the tools that exist to help you catch more fish. That's all I can say, all I can suggest. Whether it be a lure, flasher, technique, these videos, or my little active target up there in the bow. So there you have it. Okay, now I'm gonna go park the boat. Later.